Hi, I'm Chris Risley. I'm the CEO of Defense.net. 19 speakers here today will tell you how to make more money. I'm telling you how you can go out of business. How many people here have a business that depends on an internet connection? Hands? Right. Okay, some of you have 25 megabit connections. Some of you have 100 megabit connections. A few of you have a couple of gigabit connections. And there's probably some people in the crowd that have a few 10 gigabit connections. The average DDoS attack, we'll talk about what they are in a minute, the average DDoS attack last quarter was 50 gigabits. That's the equivalent of 24,000 Netflix movies streaming at your internet connection at one time. We are backed by Bessemer Venture Partners, and the team that invested in all these companies. We're Bessemer's 30th internet security play. DDoS attacks have happened all over the place, especially against banks, but we've seen them in banks, we've seen them in Europe, we've seen them in retailers. DDoS attacks are probably the reason that some of the companies here are going to have big troubles this season. Now, in the last year, attacks have changed dramatically. The attacks last quarter were 16 times as large on average as they were a year before. And that's happened for a lot of different reasons, but the big one is people used to do DDoS attacks by getting a bunch of home machines in a botnet to send a lot of traffic to your site. And that works great, and you can use 100,000 machines, and by the way, you can rent that network for about $7 an hour if you've got a disgruntled employee that wants to come back and try to shut you down. But the new attacks have realized, gee, if I can compromise 3,000 or 4,000 big servers, they're attached to 10 gigabit pipes, and they can really deliver traffic. And that's why we've seen this dramatic increase in the size of attacks. And all of those attacks are so large that you're not going to do anything about it yourself. By the way, the average attack last quarter lasted 36 hours. So think about what your life would be like without an internet connection for 36 hours. Our company was founded by the guy who created the DDoS business. We've got a website. I'm moving along for time. We've got an all-star team with an old gray fat guy who they brought in to run it. We've got an architecture. We've got several unique technologies that let us protect you better than anybody else. And we've got a way that you can see what happened during the attacks. And we're looking for about a half a dozen companies in your space to be reference customers. We'd like to work with you over the holiday season. Please come talk to us at the booth. Thank you.